What's going on, everybody? Halito, OCO, much love to all my subscribers and everybody. Yeah, it's the video I was gonna come with either yesterday or today, but I'm gonna come with it today. I decided just to go ahead and do a live, because it's a real nice, beautiful story. I see. Peace, peace. I just want to wait for a few more people to get in the live stream in the chat, to get in the chat room. Yeah, I'm going to read a story about the origin of the cardinal bird. And the story is a Cherokee story, like a parable. And this parable, it comes from a book called The Cardinal. And the author is June Osborne. It's a book I recently bought, and I was just real fascinated with, this Cherokee story in the book. Yeah, I see what's going on with you, though. Oh, yeah, yeah, not much relaxing. Yeah, me too, same here. Yeah, I was just grubbing a little bit a while ago. Yeah, I was actually eating a while ago. And, I'm checking out Cloak and Dagger, the Marvel Comics TV series. It's about, I think it's like at least about 30 minutes left until the show goes off. Yeah, it's about an hour long. But the good thing about the show, they show it back to back. So whatever new episode it is, they'll show it again, immediately after the first airing of it. Nicole Ali, what's going on? How you doing? Good evening to you too. I saw that show billboard on the bus today. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. That's what's up. Yeah. That's one of my favorite comic characters too. Those two, because I was reading those Cloak and Dagger back in what, the 80s. No, I say about it. Yeah, probably maybe like 89 in the 90s. He said, "Chilling are those cicadillas." I missed that sound. Oh, is that Spanish for bird? I know a little Spanish, but I never heard of that word. He said your voice is strong. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. He said, I agree. I see. Yeah, y'all trying to make me fall out over here, man. Hang on. Oh, okay. They said no, they're like crickets. Yeah. Let me make it a little bright out here too. Yeah, that's all I be around birds like crazy. These are destructive. Oh. Yeah, it's starting to get a little dark now, so just get some light, you know. Say you just saw some locusts. Said they might be a genetic modification of the locust. I missed that in old country porch. Laugh out loud. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm up in yeah, I'm in Virginia, matter of fact. It's funny because you know, a lot of people call us country, especially you know, some people up north, you know. But y'all ever heard that song by Tyra B? She's from Virginia, a singer named Tyra B, and the name of the song is called Country Boy. And that song was actually about us and about you know, different cats in Alabama, Tennessee, and Carolina, you know, all the southern states. So I got a small porch here in Philly and West Philly. They have huge porches. Yep, South Carolina all day. Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, I got some family that stay in North Carolina. Oh yeah, I see. I didn't know you was up in Philly though. That's what's up though. Yeah, there's a lady I know from Philly that moved here to Virginia, and she was working in a jewelry store, and I remember I used to always come in there and shout out Philly. Then she was kind of looking at me like, no, what's that? And then I tell her it was Philly, because what I would say, Illadale. You know, I'd be saying Illadale, and she'd be looking like, what's the Illadale? You know? I was like, no, that's a nickname for Philly. You know, on the code, you say you're in I'm in LA now, small city. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got one of my home cool with. She younger than me, but yeah, she was staying in Cali for like maybe like a year or two. Might have been 2 years if I'm not mistaken. But she moved back to Virginia not too long ago, probably like last year or something like that. And I think I guess she missed Virginia. I guess, you know. Yeah, this part of Virginia I'm staying in, which is Norfolk, Virginia. They call this Shark City, but it's also called excuse me. It's also called Mermaid City too because of there's a whole big thing with mermaids here for some reason. I guess it's just mythology or whatever. If you go around the city, especially in downtown Norfolk, you'll see statues of mermaids, you know, everywhere, you know. But they painted different colors, you know, just for, I guess, for the tourists. Oh, you see your brother here in VA too, huh? Okay, I see. Yeah. Yeah, this is what that's a coincidence. Information man, what's going on, bro? What's going on? Yeah, I was just waiting for a certain amount of people to get in the chat so I can tell this story. Yeah, the story is a Cherokee parable of the cardinal bird, and it's from the book called The Cardinal by June Osborne. Yeah, it's funny. I just seen a bird come by the bush and fly away just then. Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. Yeah, I was just telling somebody in the chat a while ago. Actually, I was telling IC. I was telling IC that I was just eating a while ago, and I was watching Cloak and Dagger, the Marvel series. But I'm gonna catch the rest of it in a little bit because they show it back to back. And every time they have a new episode, they show the new episode, a repeat of it immediately afterwards. I guess that's the case if you missed it the first time, But I'm glad they do that, just in case if you missed it. Yeah. Oh yeah, information man. How you doing today too, bro? Oh, cool. That's what's up. Yeah. Yeah, cause I was yeah, I still was tripping off of you know what from last night. You know what I'm talking about with the lady and stuff. Oh, okay, you might do a live stream tonight. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, yeah, I know. Aaron, he did one. I think Aaron went from that. I think it was like 1 something or 2 o'clock this morning. They ended like 4. Cause I stayed in the chat the whole time. I literally stayed in the whole chat room for the whole live stream. It was a good, real good live stream too. I'm moving on from that. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah, I was just tripping off about it because I didn't know the whole thing about it. But after you and Aaron talked about it somewhat last night, I know what's going on now. Yeah, it's just getting a little dark now, but yeah, I think there's enough people in the chat now for me to go on with this story. I was just thinking, I guess it's like a bedtime story. Because it's nighttime now. Yeah, this story this is from the book called The Cardinal by June Osborne. Yeah. Got the beds on. I see. Yeah, this is by a Cherokee story, a parable in the book, from the book, The Cardinal, written by June Osborne. I saw it, it said copywritten in 1992. I'm just now finding out about this book because I was on the internet and I just happened to order a book about the Cardinal, Yeah, hold on, guys, just a second, hold on. I don't know. I forgot. Did you get any movie lately that was good you looked at? No, not since the flea market. You know. Been a while though, since the flea market. She was never good to you. Oh, I do. Why? What do you want anyway? Answers. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Just a second. Hold on. That's not what happened. I thought I would be not. I'm sorry. I can't come in right now. Can I try and talk to him? Hey, y'all, my apologies, man, about that. Yeah, this battery was dying out. I gotta get some juice back up in here right quick. Yeah, I literally saw the juice going out like, say, 15%, something like that. Yeah, information, man. How was True Royal? Said no mosquitoes. Oh yeah, they out here. I see they out here. I think one got me a while ago because my arm itching right now. You know. Yeah, I can finally read this story now. So I got the juice pumping back in the phone and everything. Okay, hook my charger up to it right quick. So I know she's been resting and she's been on the exercise regimen. I know yesterday she had the headache and I don't know how she's feeling today in terms of her headache. Oh, okay, yeah. I remember she was saying it too. But she mentioned it in the live stream that Aaron did too. Imagine that she's probably feeling a little bit better today. Hopefully she sends out some emails today about cones. Yeah. Yep, she needs rest. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Oh yeah, shout out to True Royal and big up to the Royal family. Okay, yeah. While I was at, I was saying the book. Yeah, this is a Cherokee parable story of the cardinal bird, like an origin of the cardinal bird, from the book The Cardinal by June Osborne. And this part of the book is part two of the book, entitled The Cardinal in American Culture. So this is an indigenous story of the cardinal bird. It says, Cherokee legend has it that the cardinal was originally an all brown bird, much like the juvenile just described. In the story, the little brown bird was most unhappy with his dingy feathers. All the other birds of the forest were brightly colored, and they made fun of the ugly one. One day in his wanderings, he came upon a wolf that had been tricked by a raccoon. While the wolf was sleeping, the raccoon placed mud pack on his eyes so that when he awoke, he couldn't open them. When the brown bird saw saw the plight of the wolf, he befriended him by pecking the mud away from his eyes. The wolf was so grateful that he rewarded the unattractive bird for his kindness by telling him where there was a rock with streaks of bright red paint running through it. According to the legends, the bird found the rock and painted himself. Ever since, he has been red and considered the most beautiful bird in the forest. That's a Cherokee parable of the origin of the cardinal bird, aka the red bird, the northern cardinal, which is also the bird of my state that I'm living in, Virginia. Yeah, I love that story too. That story stuck out of my head. And what y'all think about this story? He said, I see brown bird turn red. Oh, he said, I see little bird should have accepted what God made him. Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Yep. That's facts. Accepted how God made him. Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. Great story. He said, Nicole Ali, great story. Thank you. Oh yeah, thanks for listening. Yeah, it just story just stuck out of my head because I heard another story too by I forgot who the author was, but it's another Cherokee story. It's about two wolves, but it's basically talking about the good and bad nature of man, and his two wolves story goes into that and lots of symbolism. Yeah, yeah, this is yeah. Yeah, this story about the cardinal kind of makes me think about the ugly duckling story too, in a way. He said, I see, that's what I was thinking. Oh, your old word. Oh man. He said, yes, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, an interesting story though. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even know this story was they had a story like this. Jazzy Zarfox, Halito, Ron Redbird, Halito Jazzy, high vibes, high vibes. Yeah, I was just reading the story about the cardinal bird to everybody. It comes from a book called The Cardinal by June Osborne. There's a book that I recently brought on um, an ebook I brought on online recently. It's from the website what is Google? Yeah, Google Books. Yeah, it was about $9, something like that. Yeah, this part of the story just intrigued me because this part of the story mentions about the cardinal being brown first and becoming red. But the rest of the cardinal book written by June Osborne is goes into details about how she saw cardinal birds and interacted with them. And it goes over different things dealing with the cardinal bird. But this part of the story just happened to intrigue me because this is just a parable, but Cherokee parable. But I just thought it was interesting. You said, "Oh yeah, interesting." Are there? You said, "I see." So are there a lot of cardinals in Virginia? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You see them a lot. Yeah, I see them a real lot. A lot of times when I go, downtown Norfolk in my city, I see them when I'm walking or going to like if I'm going to the comic book store, for instance, or if I'm going walking past trees, I see them all in trees. Just like I see blue jays a lot too. And the other funny thing the other day when I was walking down the street, the other day in the morning time, I walked past one of my neighbor's houses, and a cardinal bird was actually jumping upstairs, onto my neighbor's porch, and it was hopping up the stairs, and I'm just sitting there looking like, oh, this is crazy. It was funny because just made me think about humans walking upstairs. So I see we are getting a lot of red robins, blackbirds, and crows here in Philly. Mm. Yeah, I like robins too. I like birds anyway. But the robins kind of almost kind of make me think about cardinals, because both of them small and red anyway. So our typical bird population consists of pigeons and sparrows. Is that true? Or Jazzy, you say a lot of, we about to say cardinals. Oh, you say a lot of cardinals and blue jays here in my area. Yeah, the same here in this in Virginia, this part of Virginia. Here. Oh, you said I see. Said, does the name Redbird have a significance? Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, Redbird comes from the cardinal bird too. He said very beautiful information man show. Word. Yeah, the cardinal bird is actually it has a couple of names like like aliases or something, nicknames. But one of the nicknames is actually Redbird. And far as me, cause Jazzy know herself, she know about what I was going through, far as getting what we call a tribal name, or nickname, a tribal name. But I was having a lot of encounters with birds recently, and because at one point I was kind of leaning towards, said feathers up, word, feathers up. Yeah, big up to the Most High too, higher, higher. And I was having a lot of encounters with birds recently, and especially this year in particular. And I actually was, yeah, word, higher, higher. Yeah, I was coming from the library one day too, and I had, I was walking from the library, coming down the block, and I saw a gray hawk fly over my head, and I was like, wow, thinking like, wow. And I was recently studying a lot about birds recently, about hawks and eagles in particular, because I got a book about birds that go over different species of birds. So these I was having all these encounters with birds, so much so that one of my Instagram followers named Sunny, I talked with her about it, and she was saying that basically that was kind of like a sign from the Most High about my name being something that's dealing with a bird, and and for some reason, while I'm living at by the tree, there's already a pond out here in the neighborhood where birds are always at anyway, because there's some hawks there that actually dive down deep into the water and pick fish out the water for to eat. And like I said, I've been just seeing a lot of hawks. The other day I saw a hawk fly right past me when I was on the porch. And then on top of that, I kept seeing blue jays and cardinals and all different kind of songbirds, and like all kind of birds, And I was thinking about what my Instagram followers said too, and I just thought about it. And because I had went through several names anyway, but when I thought about the cardinal bird and my interaction with the cardinal bird and what she said about, about that that's a sign by me, encountering the birds as much as I did. I thought about the cardinal bird, and when I found about the red bird, name of the cardinal bird, one of my female cousins talked with me about it, and she helped me come up with Ron Redbird, because I love the cardinal name, of course, because it's still the bird anyway, because redbird or cardinal is the same bird, But when I saw that the other name was Redbird, that that just stuck out to me, and I thought that it sounded cool, but also at the same time it fit well with Ron, because it just ran together. My cousin felt that that would be good together. Ron Redbird, excuse me. And also too, and when you look at American Indian or indigenous cultures and mythologies and symbolism, the bird is symbolized as being a messenger. All birds are, especially like the cardinal bird and the hawk, and also the eagle. They're symbolized as being messengers of the Most High. He said, I have to investigate my family tree. I believe there's indigenous blood on my mom's side. Oh yeah, I definitely believe that. Yeah. It's an information man show. What tribe are you associated with? Um, well, I know on my mom's, I mean, not my mom's side, because I still want to check the genealogy on that. But on my dad's side, I know it's, I'm trying to pronounce it correctly, but the Cherokee came later on as far as that name, but that's not the original name of the tribe that's supposed to be, so-called Cherokee. But the tribe is originally, which was a copper-colored tribe, was called Aniyanwaya. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. It's Aniyanwaya. That was the original name, and that's the principal people. And on my dad's side, my dad transcended some years ago. But on his side is that blood lineage, And some years ago too, the name, as far as the Redbird too, also, before I got on a deeper understanding of like who we are as a people, but also of my spirituality, I got back into going to, you said, I see before the whitening of the Native Americans, they all were copper colored. Yeah, facts. Yep. That's true, yeah. And I see, another thing too, I had I told Jazzy about this too. I had a elderly woman, I think she might have been 75 or 80 years old, talked to me on a city bus when I was in my 20s. I had to be like maybe 20, probably 22 at the time, or 23 or whatever. And she turned around and looked me in the eyes and asked me, was I an Indian? And at the time, I didn't actually know about the indigenous tribes of America being copper colored, because I was just thinking about just the African thing. And I was just, I was like dumbfounded when she asked me that, and I was just confused. And I told her I didn't know, and she told me to ask my parents. But she was like, "There's something about your eyes." She just kept going on about my eyes. But that was my first time being introduced to some kind of, having some kind of awakening of who we are as a people, and our heritage in America. But the Redbird, another reason why I have that name also is because when I was making my transition into where I'm at now, as far as my path, I went back to church, and I just wanted to, basically just get myself together, get myself right, and try to live, righteous. And I remember I came to church with one of my homeboys at the time, and when I came to the church, I met a woman who approached me because we were told to get in a circle of prayer, have have circles of prayer in different groups. And I just happened to be in her group of prayer in particular. And during the time of me being in the circle with her, she told me that God was speaking to me. And I was like, looking like, what you talking about? But then she went on further into what she meant by that. And she told me that I was called to be an ambassador for God and also a soldier for God in God's army, So, and I was looking like, wow, And ever since then, I had known about me being a messenger. So, excuse me. So I felt like being that birds are also considered to be messengers, I felt like that would fit me symbolically in a spiritual sense too, and also in just and heritage sense as well. So I feel like to me, I feel like Redbird covers the spiritual and the physical aspect of my life. Symbolically. Yeah, red is my favorite color, by the way, too. That's another funny thing. He said, I see some interesting. And it's the national, the national bird of this state, too. But also North Carolina, too, and some other states. I think, I remember them saying that the Cardinal was a bird for 7 states. Was a national bird of 7 states. And I know Virginia is one of them. Yeah, my niece saw one fly on the porch one day, and she was like just all the bird. Yeah, they have a beautiful red color to them anyway. It really got dark now. Yeah. Yeah, I got to finish reading this Cardinal book by Joan Osborne too. There's a lot of pages to it, but I read maybe I read like the first chapter so far. But within the first chapter is the story I just read about the cardinal bird, the Cherokee story. Yeah, so what y'all getting into tonight or tomorrow? I know tomorrow is Friday. He said, I see I'm going to take my leave. Thanks for the bedtime story. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for listening too, for real, man. Yeah, I appreciate the support, y'all, for real. Listen, that's what's up, man. That's love there. Cause this is my actually my third live stream, so I'm still getting the hang of it, working on it. So I see peace and blessings. Yeah, much love to you too. I appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, appreciate everybody in here too, man. For real, man. Yeah, I'm about to end it so I can go ahead and chill and relax the rest of the night. Yeah, yeah. Thank y'all so much, everybody in here. Jazzy, high vibes. I see. Thank you. Nicole Ali, thank you. Information Man Show, thank you, bro. Yeah, much love to the royal family. Said Jazzy. Say enjoy your night, Redbird. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you too. Yeah, have a good night too. High vibes. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah. Always. Yeah. Always. Yeah, appreciate y'all too, man. Much love to all y'all. This is Redbird, brother Redbird, 1.